Um, it was pretty fine. I'm actually a super busy person.
Yeah.
I have like very tight schedule, but it was pretty fine after all. What about you?
Yeah, I just woke like I woke up and did some exercise and drinking some
Mm-hmm.
warm water, like having some
Mm-hmm.
blueberries, starting my day right.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm pretty good shape till now, and maybe I'll have some meetings, like 2 3 hours for an entrepreneurship, and then
Mm-hmm.
I'll go
Mm-hmm.
to have my doctor's appointment. So yeah, I think I'm
Mm-hmm.
good shape.
Also, you
So
work out.
yeah, yeah. No, I'm just
Yeah,
starting
I
to.
do.
Yeah. So yeah,
I
I
do.
saw. Oh yeah, please tell.
I do work out too. Yeah, I think
Oh.
it's really like it's a great way to I don't know, like when I feel down or when I feel like you know I don't know. I've never done that
Ah.
before, so it's kind of uh I'm super nervous right now because
Oh,
I've
it's
never done
okay.
that. So yeah,
Oh, this? Oh, yeah, it's okay. Just chill out and,
yeah.
it's like a YouTube channel. So, like, I was just like streaming randomly on YouTube and I
Mhm.
found your channel.
Mhm.
And it was pretty good. Like, I mean, like, whatever you said is like, I think it comes pretty much straight out of your heart because
Mhm.
it's so raw. And I hardly see any raw videos nowadays. I see like
Mhm.
all of them are edited and everything, and I miss those videos. And plus, it's like empowering yourself and all the spiritual
Yeah.
things that you talk about is so good. So how did
Exactly.
you
Yeah.
like, yeah, start? Think that you have to do this, and how did it all start?
So I've started like 3 months ago, I think. Yeah, I was going through a hardship. Okay, it was one of the hardest phase in my life, and I was like, I don't want to go through this anymore. Like, I want to change something in my life. And then I was like, what should I do? And then I was like, maybe I can help people. Like, I can get through this with people. And then I've started a TikTok channel actually at first. I've started filming. At first, I was getting bullied, I was getting hates. I don't even know why. At first, I was like getting hates, like from a lot of people, like from people I don't even know. And then somehow I've just started growing on TikTok, on YouTube, and then just somehow I started to see some progress. Like people are DMing me, people are messaging me, you're helping me so much, thank you so much, I love you so much. And I was like, I'm actually doing something good, like I'm actually doing something right. I should keep, going with this, whatever I'm doing. So I just like, put my phone or whatever I have and I just speak, like whatever it
Yeah.
comes from my heart. And I've seen that these actually help people from around the world. So I was like, yeah, I should keep doing this actually.
Mhm. Awesome. So, like, do you remember any like particular instances where like particular situations where it helped the people?
From my videos,
Yeah.
actually, like I filmed some videos about confidence on TikTok, and after that, it got like so many views. I think almost like 500,000. And then a lot of people start to message me that I actually help them a lot. Like also people message me to advise them. And yeah, I think I'm doing something right. And
Hmm.
yeah, I'm actually like super happy that I help people. Like
Yeah.
really.
Yeah, awesome, awesome. So like you speak about, I've seen you speak about the power of detachment, which I also agree on. Like the more you're detached to something, the more like powerful you feel.
Mm-hmm.
And you spoken on the importance of detachment. So can you please elaborate like what it like means to you and how it personally transformed your life on this?
Detachment.
Yep.
Okay, so detachment is basically like you're just totally detaching from something else. Like you're not obsessing over it. For example, you want something, but you're not obsessing over it. You just act like it's already in your life. That's what I mean by attachment. Like you're not obsessing over it. You're not, um depending your happiness on that thing, on that person or a thing, it doesn't matter. And then it just comes to, because you assume that it's already like yours, like you're not obsessing over it, like for example, what you want to achieve in your life right now.
Right now, I just want to live for the moment. I've been like too many years. I've just been thinking about like the future goals that I want to achieve, and
Mm-hmm.
which I like my life goal. I actually already achieved in like when I was 21. So I wanted to work on, yeah, I wanted to work on the aircraft that I first stepped in, and I did that in 21, and I didn't know what to do after that.
Mm-hmm.
I was pretty goalless, and I was like, after that I was depressed a little bit. And yeah, and then I started like designing a new dream, and I achieved the second one too. But yeah, now I just want to live for the moment. It's just like, yeah, I just want to enjoy it and like see where my passion really lies. And so yeah, that's pretty much it.
Like there's a thing I believe in. Like I don't force anything. Like whatever meant for me, it just comes to me. Like I don't have to work force anything. Like if it is meant for me, it will come to me eventually. Like there is no way I will miss it if it is meant for me. So
Hmm.
that's how I live. I don't force things. I don't force people. I don't, that's basically like detachment actually. Like you don't obsess over something or you don't force anything. If it is meant for you, it will find you. You're just like chill about it, You're cool about it. Like that's how
I,
I live.
I used to do that when I was like, what, 15, 16.
Mm-hmm.
I used to think out that way, but like as life eventually grew on, like no, I have to be like obsessed with it. I have to be like a little bit gone to my craft, you know, because it doesn't make sense. Like if you want something and you're not obsessed with it, you're not 100% in that stuff. So how are you going to do it? Because there are like thousands of people doing the same thing, right?
Yeah.
So
Okay. So
you have to immerse yourself in that object, in the thing that you like really wanted.
okay. So there is a thing. For you want something, but what if it is not the best for you?
uh no, it's like, for me it's like, because you never know what's best for me. Like I don't know what's best for me, right? So
How do?
like whatever. No, like it's just like, I don't know, like if it's, I don't know what career is good for me right now,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm. Okay.
So I fix a target and I move towards it. Like right now I want
Mhm.
to be more physically fit, right?
Mhm.
It may be
Yeah.
bad for me. It may be. I've heard some people like walk like continuously and like hurt their knees. Now they have like knee surgery. So it may be bad for me. But
Yeah.
yeah, I don't think about the result. I just think about what I have to do. And that to me is what detachment means. Like I don't think about the result. I just do it because I set a target and I do it. And when I say I did it, that's when I feel like, I feel really good.
Mhm. Understandable. Yeah. But it is like a goal. Like if it is like an accomplishment for you, yeah, you should like obsess over it. But what I mean by detach from something is that, for example, you want something. It's like a car, a house, or like I'm talking about these things, right? You're like, you're not obsessing over it. Like you're just act like it's already yours. You know,
Hmm.
that's what I mean by detach from something. Or sometimes people like come to me, girl, I really, want to date this boy. I really want him. You know, I don't judge people,
Oh yeah.
but yeah, they come to me. I just tell them, don't obsess over them. Like, don't obsess over that person. If it is meant for you, they will come to you anyway. Like, you know, that's what I mean by don't obsess over it or don't force anything to happen
Oh, okay.
unless you're like goals. Of course, if it is your dream, you should like go towards it. I'm not talking about that. You know, I'm talking about the material things or a person when it comes to detachment.
So yeah, oh yeah, I get what you're saying. So you're saying like try your best and
Mhm.
leave the rest, whatever happens. Don't think
Mhm.
about the results, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah, for me, even it doesn't make sense for me, because like if the other person doesn't like you, what's the point of like really obsessing over them, right?
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
why
understand.
don't obsess over it. If it is meant for you, it will come to you. Like that
Yeah.
person will come meant for you. There is no meaning in, obsessing over that person or going after chasing that person. Like that doesn't make sense. This is no
Mhm.
sense.
Yeah,
Just
even if you get him, it's like he doesn't like you. So what's the point?
yeah, it's not the best for you. You know,
Hmm.
like I always get excited when I can't get what I want, because that means something better meant for me. I don't get sad. Oh my god, like how couldn't I get it? Oh my god, I'm such a fool. No, okay, it's okay, something better is coming for me. Like that's how I always think. That's why how I stay positive in life, optimistic.
Hmm.
So yeah.
So like you talk about the role of the universe, and you often reference like the universe and its role in our lives. So how do you personally connect with the universe, and how do you believe like it guides our experiences?
um so actually there is, okay, so there are like some numbers called angel numbers, like, or whatever we call it. So for example, I ask universe for a sign. For example, I say, universe, I'm going to, I want to go after something. Okay, if it is like meant for me, if it is like something good for me, please show me a sign. Like for example, like 7 to 70, or like 1 1, like 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1, and stuff like that. And like I say, like show me that in like two times, like 2 days time, and then I just see it. Like, or sometimes I don't, or sometimes I just feel like, but I don't know, but I just feel, it doesn't make sense for a lot of people, but you know these numbers are like, they're the exact numbers I want. It's not a coincidence. Like, for example, I was lost. Okay, I was in like wrong bus. Okay, and I got lost, and that time I was going through my breakup, and then I asked a universe for a sign. I was like, what should I do in this situation? And actually, I didn't even know that place. Okay, and then I just got off from the bus so that I could like find way back to my home. And then while I was like, I got off, and then there was like car parked in front of it, was saying, be optimistic and trust God. Like it was like a sticker, like in front of like car's window. It was like, be optimistic and trust God. Like it just came like out of nowhere, and then I met someone new after like 2 weeks. You know,
Yeah.
because I was like, should I go after my, like, this person? Like, should I go after him? Because whatever. I was like, should I go after this person, or I'm talking about like months ago, or like maybe a year ago, like. And then should I go after this person, or what should I do? At like universe, show me a sign, and then it was like boom, like be optimistic and trust God. Yeah,
Uh,
stuff like
okay,
that.
that's cool.
Yeah.
So mm, yeah, if you were to like tell other people about the same theory that you have,
Mhm.
like how would you like tell, like if he doesn't believe in God or something, so how would you like?
Mm, okay, so what I think is, spirituality, like these stuff, are not for everyone, and not everyone can get it, of course.
Mhm.
Like, and people don't have to believe that either. I'm not trying to make anyone believe in that. It's okay, but I just think that um I can just feel it. Like whenever I ask for a sign, I just get it, like the exact same thing that I ask for, and I feel like I'm always like guided, like for good. you know
Okay. So there's one more thing about like one thing we experience is like fear of missing out, right?
Mhm.
The
Yeah.
FOMO system, like yeah, we always think, especially in the social media that's going nowadays, with so many people posting pictures of different things and everything. So like there's often a feeling like you're missing out on something, even when you like actually when your life is perfect, right? It's good for you, for like me, or in your life it's good for you, whatever is going on. So how do
Mhm.
you like get that out of your like system? Like, what is there any steps to do it, or?
To avoid the fear of missing out.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so I think the people who are afraid of missing out, they are like, they need validation from someone, I think,
Mhm.
you know, because they're like afraid of missing out. What are you afraid of missing out? Because if you miss out, you'll probably be judged by people.
Mhm.
That's why, those people probably in need of validation, and they care about others a lot more than themselves. Like, that's how I would comment about it, because I actually don't have fear of missing out, to be honest. And how I avoid is that I be my authentic self. Like, I don't feel like I have to fit in. If I don't fit in, it's okay. I don't have to fit in. And I'm okay by being alone. I don't care if, people judge me, because their idea, their, thoughts doesn't define who I am, actually. So that's how I avoid that fear.
Mhm. Okay. So like what I often like see is if there is a friend by you like who says like you know something you want to do, like if I want to do something and I tell her like, can I do this, and if there's someone to say like just yeah, go for it, just that one sentence, it makes a lot of difference.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so like if somebody says that, and it's like we don't need that thing, right? But
Yeah.
like we're always going to do that thing, but that three sentences like yeah, go for it, and you
Yeah.
get that extra validation. So is it important to have such friends over like in your life, or alone will feels better? So
Um, I mean, if these people are really want your good, of
mhm.
course, nice thing. But to be honest, I don't really have friends much. I only have like few people in my life as a friend, because not everyone wants the best for you, because people are jealous. Like, when you're
Yeah.
doing something good, even though
Mhm.
people say, "Oh yeah, yeah, go for it." Yeah, like, that jealousy actually, like, you know, can can, I don't know, it's about like energies. But I don't really say, like, I don't really ask people, oh, should I do it or should I like go for it? Like, if it is like, if it feels right, I just go for it. But if it doesn't feel right, I just don't.
All right.
But yeah, if there's someone like trustable, reliable, yeah, sure, why not? Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. So yeah, you've often like shared your experiences with manifesting desires. So are there any specific techniques or mindset shifts that you have contributed to success in that area?
So I use law of assumptions. So what I did, that for example, I was um getting ready for my college. I'm in my dream college right now, dream university. Um, I'm a student. Um, so I'm also like psychology student. So I was like super interested in these things, and it was like my dream college. Anyway, so what I did was like, I assumed that I was already in here. Like, even though I wasn't like studying here right now, what I did was like, um I'm actually like how I would talk, how I would walk, how I would act if I was like a student in that college. Or how would I, like, for example, you want to go travel the world, or you want to go to a specific country, how would you like act if you actually had that ticket? Like, it's all about assumption. You're like living in that moment. It's not like a distant future for you. It's like already here. Like, you're already having it. For example, you want to have something, it's already here. It's not in distant future. It's not waiting for you. It's not coming. It's here already, like, finished. That's how I do. It's called law of assumption. And of course, there is law of attachment. It's sort of so something different, but I think the manifestation, when it comes to that, law of assumption is the best for me. That works.
Oh, okay, yeah, cool. So like you mentioned that you've gone through difficult times. So how did you navigate these challenges, and what lessons do you learn from them? And how do you like
Um,
overcome the challenges? Because it's pretty hard. It's pretty difficult to when something
yeah.
happens. Yeah.
Yeah, I was in like severe depression. Actually, I didn't really want to do anything. I was like rooting in my bed. It was super hardship, but thankfully I'm here right now. I'm, you know, um going on with my life perfectly. So how I overcome, I just reminded myself that nobody is coming for me. Like in this life, I was born alone and I'm going to die alone. And when I become 80, when I become like old, super old, I don't want to look back and be like, oh my God, like I lived my life for other people, or I lived, my life for what other people think about me. I didn't want to regret that because life is temporary. You don't know when you're going to die. So I was like, you know what? My life is valuable and I am valuable. So I am just, I'm not going to care about like others people opinion about me because I cannot control that. I only focus on the things that I can control. My emotions, my reactions, whatever happens around, I can only control myself, but I can't control others. Since I stopped, trying to control whether, oh my God, what other things about me, like how can I like make them do this to me? Instead of that, I was like, what can I do to make my life easier for myself? How can I make it or how I did. Like that's how I
Uh, so, are there any lessons that you learned from those hardships?
yeah. No matter what, okay, no matter what happens, no one is more important than you. Like no one. There is no other you. You're not gonna live again. So there is no one more valuable than you. Actually, that's what I live by.
Yeah, that's a nice thing to learn. So,
Yeah.
are there any like specific practices, like spiritual practices or ritual, that you incorporate in your daily life to maintain your connection with yourself, with the universe, or like it
No,
just happens with you?
no, I don't do that. I don't do like rituals. I don't do like witchcraft things. I know. I don't.
No,
No,
I mean,
I'm
like,
not.
is there like any like what do you call like a daily
Yeah.
routine that you do, like a
Uh,
simple prayer or simple thought of
no, I
gratitude?
Yeah, but I just show gratitude, of course. Like I like every day, when I wake up, it doesn't matter. Like during the day, I'm saying like I'm thankful for this. I'm thankful for having this. Even though like I don't have that thing, I'm saying like it's like, I just said the law of assumption. I'm like I'm grateful for having that. That gratitude. This like law of assumption because you're like actually appreciate that thing that for having it, but you don't actually have it. But since like your brain is computer, it doesn't have like brain or it doesn't have like eyes. It doesn't difference what's real and what's not. So when you tell like your brain that, for example, even though it's wrong, when you tell that to your brain, to your subconscious mind, it's like comprehends it as like right. It's true. So I'm saying I'm grateful for having this. So my mind is that, oh my, so yeah, we have this. So what happens is that the universe is actually like when you like in subconscious mind, when you accept that thing that you have it in your life, it actually comes to you because you actually accept that you have it, so you have no reason not to have it.
Oh yeah, cool.
Yeah, and
Uh,
that's
yeah. So like we often, like I've seen like multiple posts of gratitude, like
mhm.
every now and then, but even though I know, I sometimes take it for granted. So
Mhm.
I don't know why is that. So yeah, do you have any answers to that? Because I think because I know I shouldn't be taking things for granted, but I still
Mhm.
like there are some times that I do that.
Yeah, okay. I used to do that too, but now I don't. Like I do it like less. So how I did was like actually like people are as like natural, they want more. For example, like when you have something, you're like there its value just decreases. Like because you already have it. So for example, you get something you really want, for example this glass right here, like I really wanted to get it, but when I got it, its value is decreasing in my eyes. That's why you actually take things like for granted. But when you like actually for example, when I say I'm grateful for this like glass right here, I just like get the best, like I like better version of it. Don't think as like glass, okay, like for something cool. the reason you take granted for it is like as a natural thing that we us like humans do, is because we probably like when we got something, it's just like no excitement, you know. It's already out, it already belongs to us, so there's no need to like obsess over it anymore. So that's what.
Uh, yeah. So like, what I was asking, like, do you like what like? I mean, how do we like? Is there a way to mitigate it, or it just happens?
Happens like what in what?
Like we take things for like we know we shouldn't be taking things for granted because we see so many like every day like we see post about gratitude and you should be thankful, but we
Mhm.
still we do it. So is there any like daily habits or like just when it happens like we take things for granted?
It's happens slowly, like you just can't, stop doing that. I think it as a habit, like slowly start practicing it. I think like it just doesn't happen like a magic. I think you should be practicing like on purpose. You shouldn't like the once you're doing it, for example, you're taking it for like granted, just tell yourself stop, like I shouldn't do this, and show your
Okay.
gratitude,
All right,
and then
got it.
it progresses, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah. So you spoke about self-love and self-care. So how do you practice self-love and how do you recommend others to do the same?
Self-love. Okay, so what I did was, so whether you accept or not, it's you, okay? This is your unique, authentic self, and every person has something unique about themselves. For example, you see a guy, you're like, oh my god, like he's so handsome, he's so jacked, for example. But you can be that too if you can see the beauty in others. That should I keep talking? Okay. So yeah, how you can practice self-love is actually you can do some affirmations about it. They really work. Like I said, like whatever you tell your mind to, eventually accept it. So yeah, this is how you can actually practice self-love on yourself. And just understand that it's your only way to accept yourself, because if you don't accept yourself, you're going to have some disadvantages. Is it broken?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Sorry for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry
Hey,
for that.
yeah. Do you have, can I get like I can get one more question and then I'll have to go to the workout.
Oh, yeah, no problem.
Yes.
So yeah, one thing I would like to talk about is like the negative self-talk. So how
Mhm.
can one overcome negative self-talk and cultivate a positive self-image?
Okay, when you like start talking bad about yourself, just tell yourself to stop, okay? Just stop that, because um your subconscious mind is like listening to you, okay? Like even though when you're asleep it starts work, it like keeps working. So when you just do like talk about like about yourself, just say stop, I am not that, I can't let this thing slip, okay? Just tell yourself to stop, and even though like you don't even feel like it, just do it. Just do like good affirmations, and then after like some while, after like 1 month or 2 months, you actually like start seeing some results. But just keep persisting on it. This is how I would do.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah. Lastly, but not least, like, is there something that you want to tell about your channel and your TikTok account, or like, what message do you want to give to the world?
Mm, as long as I actually want to reach more audience so that I can help more people. It's not about fame or like monetary things. I just want to help more people so that, I can be happier because I get happy when I help people. So I hope someday I can be able to help like more people, more audience around the world, and yeah, so I can be happier. That's
Oh,
my goal.
oh, yeah. Cool. So like, yeah, I would love to let you go and have a night, good night, nice like rest of the day. So yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. It was so nice. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, nice to meet you.